Here are some secret details about Beyonce that she hides from the public. Her connection with P Diddy. Beyonce is currently facing online discourse over her association with P Diddy, as he's been hit with some serious charges, as you all know. For decades, Diddy has been a central figure in pop culture, known not only for his successful music career, but also for his larger-than-life personality and infamous parties. Given his A-list status since the 1990s, he has naturally rubbed shoulders with other high-profile stars, including Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z. Jay-Z has long been part of Diddy's inner circle, and no, that's not an innuendo. And this connection has piqued the curiosity of many online sleuths. Speculation about the nature of Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship with Diddy has intensified, leading to an influx of questions on Beyonce's social media. Recently, her Instagram was flooded with comments demanding answers about her connection to Diddy.
I'm making mistakes and I'm learning from them, and I'm not afraid to make a mistake.
Users posted everything from memes and GIFs to direct accusations. One commenter bluntly asked, "How can you admire someone involved in disturbing things?" While another insisted, "We want the truth," in all caps. More superstitious social media users took things further, suggesting that Beyonce might regret her association with Diddy, especially now that his alleged acts are coming to light. One person accused her of selling her soul, stating, "Selling your soul wasn't worth it, was it? What goes up must come down." Others directed their criticism at Jay-Z, with one comment reading, "I can't wait to see Jay-Z go down for everyone he's wronged." Despite the uproar, neither Beyonce nor Jay-Z were mentioned in Diddy's recently unsealed 14-page indictment, and neither has been charged or arrested in connection with his legal troubles. Accusations of theft. In July 2023, Beyonce dropped her long-awaited 7th studio album, Renaissance, which paid tribute to the music and artists of the 70s and 80s. The album featured a mix of samples and interpolations, interpolations being altered versions of existing tracks, while samples directly copy sections of other songs without modification. One of the most talked about interpolations was Kellis's 2003 hit, Milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, "It's better than yours,"
which Beyonce used in the song Energy.
I hear you just got paid, make it rain, energy.
However, the album's release was marred by a technical glitch that led to the isolated vocals of Kellis being played without any accompanying music on streaming platforms like Tidal and Apple Music. The glitch didn't go unnoticed by Kellis, who wasn't exactly thrilled by the use of her track. She took to Instagram, specifically her chef account, to voice her displeasure, even going so far as to accuse Beyonce of theft. It's not a collaboration, it's theft. The level of disrespect and utter ignorance of all three parties involved is astounding, she added, referencing Beyonce and others who worked on the song. Family drama over her marriage. One of the most talked about incidents in Beyonce's personal life is the infamous elevator altercation that took place after the 2014 Met Gala. In leaked footage from a New York hotel elevator, Solange Knowles can be seen yelling at Jay-Z before asserting herself onto him, all while Beyonce stood by and watched. The altercation lasted several moments before a security guard stepped in to restrain Solange. Interestingly, Beyonce didn't intervene right away, allowing Solange to express her anger before finally stepping in to defuse the situation. The video sparked a media frenzy, and rumors flew about what could have prompted the situation. A source later told People that designer Rachel Roy, famously referred to as Becky with the good hair in Beyonce's song Sorry, was the instigator. Apparently, something she said earlier in the evening upset Solange, leading her to confront Jay-Z in the elevator. About 10 days after the incident, the family released a joint statement, saying that Jay-Z and Solange both took responsibility for their roles in the argument. The statement emphasized their desire to move forward as a united family. She isn't a fan of Kim Kardashian. While it may seem like every A-lister has crossed paths at some point, Beyonce and Kim Kardashian have never really hit it off. Despite being seen together at events and even having their photos taken together due to their husband's friendship, insiders claim that Beyonce has never been particularly fond of the reality star. Over the years, Kim has reportedly made efforts to bond with Beyonce, but her attempts were met with indifference. During a 2012 performance at the Made in America festival, where their husbands took the stage together, eyewitnesses noted that the two women barely acknowledged each other. The following year, Beyonce was invited to Kim's baby shower, but was a no-show, fueling rumors that she was uninterested in developing a friendship. The truth between the two became more evident in 2014 2019 when Beyonce and Jay-Z skipped Kim and Kanye's highly publicized wedding. According to reports, Beyonce simply didn't want to attend. Fans have continued to speculate about the cold relationship between them, with some drawing connections to Beyonce's lyric in the song Heated from her Renaissance album. Uncle Johnny made my dress that cheap spandex, she looks a mess. Many have interpreted the cheap spandex line as a dig at Kim's shapewear brand Skims, sparking even more rumors of an ongoing feud. One user on X, formerly known as Twitter, joked, "Kim K is quaking." Unintentional shade at the Jackson family. Back in 2008, Beyonce found herself in hot water after an interview with Elle magazine where she appeared to throw shade at the Jackson family. While discussing her own upbringing, Beyonce compared her family's dynamics to that of the Jacksons, saying, "We're African American and work together as a family, so people assume we're like the Jacksons. But I didn't have parents using me to get out of a bad situation." While the comment might have seemed innocent, it did not sit well with the Jacksons, particularly Janet Jackson. Sources close to Janet said that she was both hurt and confused by Beyonce's remarks. Janet felt Beyonce had no reason to bring up her family in such a context, especially since the two didn't really know each other. Janet was reportedly upset that Beyonce seemed to be elevating her own family while making the Jacksons sound like they were using their children. Though the water ran high for a while, nothing major came of the situation, and Beyonce was later seen attending Janet's Las Vegas show in 2019. Hypocrisy in her anti-capitalism message. Beyonce has been celebrated for her music, which often promotes empowerment, independence, and self-confidence, particularly for women and the black community. Her visuals for Lemonade were hailed for celebrating black female strength and pride, featuring powerful imagery of black women in royal attire. However, some critics have pointed out that while Beyonce preaches anti-capitalist messages in her music, she has also accumulated enormous wealth, which seems to contradict those values. For example, in the song Break My Soul from her 2022 album, Beyonce sings about quitting a job and seeking fulfillment elsewhere. One writer for The Independent criticized the song for its unrealistic message, pointing out that Beyonce, with her estimated $440 million net worth, is far removed from the struggles of the working class. The writer argued that Beyonce's advice to quit a job sounds more like a middle-class platitude than genuine solidarity with people facing financial hardships. Mystery surrounding her relationship with Jay-Z. Despite being one of the most famous couples in the world, Beyonce and Jay-Z have always kept the specifics of their relationship under wraps. The two married in 2008, but the details of when they first met and started dating have been shrouded in mystery. While it's known that they began dating in the early 2000s, recent attention has been brought to a resurfaced video from Jay-Z's 2006 birthday where Beyonce spoke about their relationship. In the video, Beyonce said that she was 20 when they first started dating, implying they'd been together for 5 years by then. However, in previous interviews, she had stated that she was only 18 when she met and 19 when they began dating, while Jay-Z was 30 at the time. This age difference has sparked renewed interest and debate online, with some questioning the dynamics of their early relationship. Her diva status. Beyonce has earned a reputation as a diva, a label that reflects both her commanding stage presence and her exacting standards. Over the years, her diva status has been both celebrated and criticized, with some fans praising her attention to detail and others pointing out her more outrageous demands. Recently, during her Renaissance tour, Beyonce made headlines for a particularly unusual request: her own personal toilet seat. According to reports, Beyonce had a special toilet seat transported with her from venue to venue, along with a custom golf cart to carry it discreetly. The item was labeled Beyonce Toilet Seats, ensuring that the superstar wouldn't have to use public restrooms while on tour. This isn't the first time her tour rider has raised eyebrows. In the past, Beyonce has been known to request specific items like alkaline water chilled to exactly 21 degrees, $900 titanium straws, and even red toilet paper.
Beyonce and Jay-Z have recently been called out for practicing witchcraft.
That happened?
Yeah. What do you mean, that happened?
They've been called out by Kanye West. It has been speculated for years that Jay-Z and Beyonce practice witchcraft, Satanism, and black magic. So guys, Kanye West has made a lot of controversial claims and wild accusations over the years, with his reputation taking a nosedive in 2022, which led to him losing his billionaire status.
Adidas has terminated its partnership with Kanye West.
But he's currently having a comeback due to his new album, but his comments about Jay-Z and Beyonce are now coming to light. And guys, Cerise Fairfax, soul coach, who worked on Flow 93.5's morning show back in the day, was told by a musical artist that Jay-Z definitely had upside down crosses in his home. If that includes black magic, then he definitely does some strange things, and if anyone would know, Kanye would know for sure. Upside down crosses has to be the creepiest thing I've heard today. Why on earth would anybody decorate their house with this? It doesn't make sense. I think it's safe to say that a lot of weird stuff goes on in Hollywood. A lot of secrets are getting exposed. Beyonce and Jay-Z have been considered one of the most famous couples walking around. But what did they have to do to get there? We also really want to know what you guys think about this. He said that Beyonce and Jay-Z practice witchcraft, specifically black magic, to control other people in the industry.
Really, like literally, my little brother is Kanye. And like your little brother, things happen sometimes.
Toronto-based, award-winning published photographer David Schilling had words to say about this. What he had to say was, Kanye is ill. He's on mental health medication. Well, supposed to be, but doesn't take it. It's not an excuse to say things that could potentially harm others. Not that Beyonce and Jay-Z are going to be affected, but what Kanye says while unmedicated should be taken with a pound of salt. So the exact quote that Kanye said at the time was, they can control Shaq, they can control Charles Barkley, they can control LeBron James, they can control Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they can't control me. Ain't no name I won't name. It's up. My mama Donda West was sacrificed. Michael Jordan, what about him? His dad, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. Kanye continued to say, out here in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. Kanye and Jay-Z have collaborated on music for years. But cracks in their relationship began to emerge publicly in 2011 when Jay-Z and Kanye released their joint album, Watch the Throne. The feud between them escalated in 2016 when Kanye publicly criticized Jay-Z during a concert, expressing grievances over their strained relationship and issues with their families. The rift deepened as Jay-Z addressed their differences in his album 444 with lyrics suggesting betrayal and disappointment. The former friends were embroiled in a legal dispute when Kanye attempted to leave Jay-Z's streaming service Tidal when they got into a disagreement over compensation. Actor and producer Kat Catatonic isn't a fan of Kanye's words. What she had to say was, yet another example of Kanye's need for mental health supports as he grasped at straws. His professional jealousy is a really stinky cologne, and he's taking shots at anyone and everyone who is booked in busy. Additionally, their wives Beyonce and Kim Kardashian were also in their own feud, with rumors surfacing over the years. The women's supposed rivalry dates back to early 2010s, fueled by tabloid speculation and perceived competition in the entertainment industry. Beyonce and Jay-Z were invited to Kim and Kanye's wedding, but reportedly did not show up, which is a pretty sweet burn. Another source said that Kim and Kanye's obsession with fame irritated Beyonce and Jay-Z to the point that they couldn't stomach being around them. Beyonce and Jay-Z haven't responded to Kanye's claims that they practice black magic, even though the recently viral comments are catching the attention of lots of fans nearly 2 decades later.
Queen Bee is perhaps one of the most well-known women in the music industry. But as it turns out, fame doesn't always come with adoration. These are some celebs who just cannot stand Beyonce. Lily Allen. On Lily Allen's Miss Me podcast in April 2024, she stated that Beyonce's apparent abrupt move into country music was quite calculated to her. According to Allen, the real driving force behind Beyonce's career switch was a bit about challenging these institutions that have thus far rejected Beyonce as the icon and institution she is herself. Lily used this incident to support her claims. She said that Beyonce had worn a cowboy hat to the Grammy Awards, where she witnessed her husband, Jay-Z, criticize the Recording Academy for never having given her Album of the Year during her illustrious career. Additionally, Allen wasn't a big fan of Beyonce's rendition of Dolly Parton's hit song Jolene, which was featured on Cowboy Carter.
You do you, Beyonce, and she literally is doing her. Or is she doing Dolly?
Lily was perplexed as to why Beyonce, instead of pursuing her own distinct route, opted to perform one of the genre's most popular songs. Moreover, the outspoken British comedian quipped that she didn't really see anyone competing for Jay-Z, so she didn't really need to sing Jolene. Needless to say, social media users strongly objected to Allen's comments. Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks wasn't immediately enamored with Beyonce's Cowboy Carter concept. The rapper claimed on her Instagram stories that there was nothing country about it shortly after releasing Texas Hold'em, according to Music News. She also forewarned Beyonce, saying, "You're inviting more mockery into your life. Country music has a theatrical quality to it. The critics won't just put up with JC's bullying and unsightly blonde wig. It should come as no surprise that the record failed to alter her perception of the Grammy winner." Following the release of Cowboy Carter, Banks shared on Instagram stories once more how much she enjoyed the album and wished it had been shorter. Like Lily Allen, the rapper was likewise perplexed as to why Beyonce covered Jolene for her spouse, believing that no one would desire to snatch him away. Banks felt the same way about Beyonce's enormous 2016 release of Lemonade. She went after the hugely popular album on X, which was once known as Twitter, as Billboard reported at the time. She said, "Don't think for a second that Beyonce was intelligent enough to come up with any of those ideas on her own." In a different tweet, Banks reiterated her divisive viewpoint, writing, "She takes food out of darker-skinned women's mouths and pretends to be inspired." She added that Beyonce didn't embrace her African-American heritage until it started to become a trend that she could capitalize on. Kid Rock. In a 2015 interview with Rolling Stone, Kid Rock acknowledged that he was perplexed by Beyonce's popularity. "Beyonce, to me, doesn't have a purple rain, but she's the biggest thing on earth," the country star raged. He was unable to comprehend that she could have a successful career without a hit song like Old Time Rock and Roll or Sweet Home Alabama, which Rock famously sampled himself. Beyonce has undoubtedly had a good number of hits that have reached the top of the charts, such as Crazy in Love, Irreplaceable, and Single Ladies, so I'm not sure what he's talking about. Piers Morgan and Wendy Williams. In a 2016 Daily Mail piece, Piers Morgan criticized Beyonce for straying into politics with her popular visual album Lemonade. When he got down to speak with Beyonce for CNN in 2018, the journalist said that she had left a fantastic impression on him. Morgan recalls Beyonce telling him that she was happy that people didn't overvalue her race and instead recognized her abilities for what they were. The talk show host, however, believed that Beyonce had made a whole 180-degree turn for Lemonade, purportedly choosing to prioritize her political beliefs over her musical career. Morgan asserted that he felt very uneasy watching these women being used in this way to sell an album, even if his heart went out to all the African Americans who had experienced problems with police. Notably, Wendy Williams made fun of Beyonce during an episode of her talk show of the same name, so Morgan isn't the only celebrity who doesn't like Beyonce. As they talked about Beyonce's 2013 documentary Life is But a Dream, Williams said she loved the artist and would be watching. Then she said, "Fortunately, one of the TVs in our kitchen has closed captioning, so I'll be able to understand what she says." Williams continued, "You know, Beyonce can't talk. Beyonce sounds like she has a 5th grade education." Yeesh. Keisha Cole. After Beyonce released Bow Down / I Been On, also known as Flawless, in 2013, Keisha Cole became irate with Beyonce. The lyrics of the empowerment song talked about how her career had reached heights that many young women could only imagine. The line didn't sit well with Cole, as Billboard noted at the time. Cole tweeted, "Can't stand when people being all self-righteous when it's convenient, it makes them look good." The vocalist brought up the irony that Beyonce, who had always championed female unity, seemed to be calling herself superior in the song.
You know, it's difficult because I had to really learn how to have boundaries.
Strict rules Beyonce makes Jay-Z follow to fix their marriage. Number 1, Jay-Z discussed couples therapy on The Letterman Show. In 2018, Jay-Z candidly addressed his infidelity during an appearance on My Next Guest Needs No Introduction.
I have a beautiful wife who was understanding and knew that I'm not the worst of what I've done.
He provided insight into how he and Beyonce navigated through the controversy, emphasizing their commitment to couples therapy and the necessary hard work to maintain the vitality of their union. Much like you, I have a beautiful wife who was understanding and who knew I'm not the worst of what I've done.
Like, we did the hard work of going to therapy and we love each other, right? So we really put in the work.
Number 2, Jay-Z was banned from touching other women. As reported by Capital Extra, an incident involving an anonymous actress getting uncomfortably close to Jay-Z was revealed by Tiffany Haddish. Haddish, who was present at an after party following one of Jay-Z's performances, had conversations with the rapper and this unidentified woman. It was during this event that Beyonce felt the need to intervene due to the woman's infringement of her husband's personal territory. I was talking to Jay-Z for a little bit and there was another actress that was there who was also talking to him. She touched Jay-Z's chest and Beyonce came walking up all serious, Haddish revealed.
And there was another actress that was there.
she touched Jay-Z's chest and Beyonce came walking up like, but she didn't say that.
Haddish said Beyonce's demeanor and how she walked up, she had the attitude of, get your hands off my man's chest. Is Beyonce possessive? Number 3, no working with Rihanna. An insider exclusively told Hollywood Life Beyonce might have had a disagreement with Rihanna back in 2016, which allegedly hindered potential collaborations between Jay-Z and the fellow artist. Rihanna is a person she's suspicious of. There have been so many rumors over the years about her and Jay, it's hard to know what to believe, the source said. Jay-Z launched Rihanna to stardom by signing her to his label and features on some of her biggest hits such as Umbrella and Run This Town. So it seems Jay-Z and Rihanna can collaborate, but Beyonce may need to keep an eye on her man while they work together.
Whirling around Rihanna and Jay-Z. It's a wild twist that's got everyone talking.
This happened to me, and it can happen to anybody.
Number 4, Jay-Z had to fix his relationship with Solange. In 2014, post a Met Gala party, a dramatic incident took place in an elevator involving Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Solange. Solange attacked Jay-Z physically, prompting intervention from a security guard and Beyonce herself. According to a report by People, the altercation was provoked by a dispute between Solange and designer Rachel Roy, who is allegedly romantically involved with Jay-Z. As the evening unfolded, Jay-Z supposedly made an inappropriate comment to Beyonce, leading to Solange's outburst. Despite Solange stating that everything was fine 2 months later, Beyonce subtly referenced the elevator incident in a remix of her song Lawless. In the remix, Beyonce included a line saying, "Of course sometimes shit goes down when there's $1 billion on an elevator," which was widely interpreted as a nod to the incident. And number 5, Beyonce wanted Jay-Z to distance himself from Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. While Jay-Z and Kanye were close, it was reported Beyonce and Kim were distanced from one another. According to Radar Online, Kim called Beyonce to try and smooth things over for her and Kanye's relationship with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce and Jay-Z are known to keep their lives private, and when Kanye slammed them in public, she didn't take kindly to it. And number 6, Jay-Z had to publicly apologize for his infidelity. While it's unknown if Beyonce made Jay-Z apologize, everyone knows that on his album 444, he publicly apologized and addressed his guilt. He admitted publicly that the rumors of his infidelity were true and opened up his private life to New York Times executive director Dean Baquet. In his interview, he said, "You have to survive, you go into survival mode, and when you go into survival mode, what happens? You shut down all emotions."
Oh, the perks of being a reality star. Over the years, Twitter fans have caught on to the fact that Kimmy is super obsessed with Beyonce.
Kim Kardashian is madly obsessed with Beyonce. Now, we know it's natural for people to have an interest in celebrities. However, it can be a little confusing when someone as famous as Kim Kardashian herself is obsessed with another celebrity like Beyonce. While Kim Kardashian is often associated with self-obsession, her fascination with Beyonce seems to go beyond comprehension. Over time, it's become evident that Kim Kardashian has pursued a friendship with Beyonce, but her attempts have been unsuccessful as Beyonce has seemingly kept her at a distance.
Beyonce and Jay-Z's 2008 wedding until months after. This explains why Kim is so obsessed with Bey. The performer lives the elite, low-key life that Kim wishes to have lived.
According to a source close to Kim Kardashian, they said that she regularly searches for Beyonce's name in Google, indicating her obsession with keeping tabs on her and staying up to date with all of her activities. The source also mentioned that Kim constantly strives to compete with Beyonce on various fronts. It appears that Kim's obsession stems from wanting to be #1.
Remember that time Beyonce snubbed a hug from Kim at the 2012 BET Awards and poor Kim just stood there not knowing what to do?
Kim's infatuation with Beyonce is definitely not something that is hidden, and there are some rumors that she even tried to steal Beyonce's spotlight by sharing provocative pictures with her ex-husband Kanye West. In any case, this relentless pursuit of knowing everything about Beyonce and constantly attempting to compete with her seems to occupy much of Kim Kardashian's time.
You guys already know that Kim and Beyonce had different starts into fame. Beyonce started singing from a young age, and Kim became famous because of a tape.
The former power couple, Kim and Kanye, were also known to have been involved in a friendly rivalry with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and they would often compare their social media likes and followers to those of Beyonce and Jay-Z. And at this point, it is no secret that Kim Kardashian is, of course, highly obsessed with Beyonce. The evidence shows this, but it's said that Kim is also just completely unaware that she is so obsessed with Beyonce. And this obsession doesn't go both ways. According to a source, Beyonce has never genuinely liked Kim Kardashian in the first place, and she has mostly tolerated her due to their husbands, or I should say ex-husband Kanye and her current husband Jay-Z's friendship, as well as mutual acquaintances that they have. Beyonce herself prefers to keep her distance from the Kardashian-Jenner family and dislikes discussing her personal life in the media.
Once Kim became Mrs. West, Beyonce and Jay-Z started to distance themselves from Kanye, and rumor has it it's all because Beyonce just can't stand to be around Kim.
But Kim and her family, on the other hand, revolve around the media and they crave to be in the limelight. The Kardashian-Jenner family has mastered the art of staying in the spotlight, whether it's through their relationships or multiple career ventures. And Beyonce just doesn't want to be a part of that at all. So yeah, that's just not what Beyonce is for, nor does she even view Kim Kardashian as competition. Beyonce is always a bit distant and cold towards Kim. She has never been fond of her and tends to create awkward pauses during any time they have interactions. Also, years ago, despite Kim Kardashian's request, Beyonce actually denied to be her bridesmaid when she married Kanye West without giving it a second thought. So guys, as you can see, it's 100% clear that Beyonce doesn't want any type of association with the Kardashian-Jenner family and doesn't even acknowledge Kim Kardashian's presence, really. Beyonce's deliberate distance from Kim Kardashian definitely reflects her no drama approach to life. She tries to stay out of the drama as much as possible and stay in her lane and keep doing her thing. A lot of people say that, yeah, she's actually wise. She's wise for that, for keeping her distance and keeping the Kardashians away.
So Beyonce is all over the headlines. People are making forums about it. Everyone thinks that she just looks like Kim Kardashian now.
Fans think that Beyonce is trying to look a little too much like Kim Kardashian. And I want to know, what do you guys think? Is Beyonce trying to look like Kim or not? But let me break it down for you guys. Beyonce totally slayed at the Renaissance Tour movie premiere, where she was wearing this amazing glitzy gown by Donatella Versace. The silver dress hugged her curves perfectly, and those metallic gloves were the cherry on top, guys.
Get up in the morning, you click on the computer, you see all these pictures that you see all day, every day.
Even Donatella Versace herself called Beyonce a vision in Versace on Instagram. But yeah, some fans are a bit worried that Beyonce is taking some style cues from Kim Kardashian, you know? Now that Beyonce styled herself, and when you look at the photos, she had platinum blonde hair. And by the way, Versace herself even added this on Instagram. "You are unique, one of one, the number one, the only one. I can't wait to see the Renaissance Tour movie." But yeah, like I was mentioning, not everybody was showering Beyonce with love and praise. Lots of fans went straight to the comments on her post to share their thoughts, and let me tell you, it wasn't all compliments, guys. Like, one user even wrote, "I thought this was Kim Kardashian for a sec." And someone else had this to say, "Literally everyone looking like a Kardashian. It's giving me Kim K Cher hybrid." Now, even though some people were a bit skeptical, there were a lot of people who couldn't help but gush about Beyonce's stunning looks, and they straight up called her, you know, queen. She's known as Queen B for a reason.
We've already acknowledged Beyonce as our queen, but the rise to the top has been everything but easy.
But now even Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles, she had to step in and defend her daughter. Like, she was just so angry with the whole thing. She was really mad because some people were accusing Beyonce of trying to not just look like Kim Kardashian, but to try to lighten her skin and to try to look more white because she rocked the platinum blonde hair for the Renaissance Tour film premiere. Tina went on Instagram and she dropped a montage video that clapped back at all of the criticism that Beyonce was getting. And in the video, it showed clips of Beyonce over the years with her skin tone doing its own thing. You know, sometimes depending on the lighting, it looks lighter, sometimes it looks darker, and the track Brown Skin Girl was playing in the background.
Brown skin girl, skin just like pearls.
The video ended with a message that said, "Beyonce is a brown-skinned girl, sometimes more or less light. A brown-skinned girl, it's more than a skin color. It's a culture, a pride, a strength."
Skin just like pearl.
Tina also had even more to say, and she left a caption on that video, and it said this: "Came across this today and decided to post it after seeing all of the stupid, ignorant, self-hating, racist statements about her lightening her skin and wearing platinum hair, wanting to be white. She does a film called The Renaissance where the whole theme is silver with silver hair and silver carpet and suggested silver attire, and you bozos decide that she's trying to be a white woman and is bleaching her skin. How sad is it that some of her own people continue the stupid narrative with hate and jealousy?" So yeah, guys, as you can see, Tina did not hold back. She also went off on an unnamed TMZ reporter who happens to be somebody that's white, and they actually were trying to contact Beyonce's hairstylist, Neil Farina, and the photographer was trying to ask Neil if Beyonce was trying to be white. That is what literally happened, according to Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom. Tina straight up said that it got her blood boiling, and she also pointed out her biggest letdown was that some black people were jumping on the same bandwagon and pushing this narrative, acting ignorant in her terms, and Tina even dropped the fact that even Etta James rocked platinum blonde hair. So guys, I really want to know, like, what are your thoughts about this? And I kind of see it all the time where if a celebrity looks a certain way and then another celebrity happens to dress similar to how that other celebrity looked, usually that celebrity is bashed and being labeled as someone who's copying. But with the whole theme of Renaissance being silver, like, it's no surprise that Beyonce was rocking the silver hair. And Beyonce, yeah, depending on the type of lighting, her skin is gonna look lighter. So yeah, I don't think that this has anything to do with Beyonce trying to look white or anything like that.
Beyonce's dark secret finally gets exposed. One of Beyonce's biggest secrets that she's been hiding is that she forces other artists to praise her while they're on stage, and if they don't, it ends bad for them. Have you noticed that all artists are forced to thank her when they receive awards? Guys, there are videos of celebrities on stage in tears and pretty much begging to stay on her good side. Adele cried and said, "Beyonce, you are the artist of our lives," through tears. She also broke her Grammy in half to give a piece to Beyonce.
The Lemonade album was just so monumental.
Same with Lizzo. Her entire speech was in tears, thanking Beyonce and giving her full credit to what Lizzo is today. Britney Spears won a Grammy, and instead of taking her moment, she chose to talk about how beautiful and amazing Beyonce was.
She can do it all. She's a triple threat.
Lady Gaga, who was hosting, even took the mic to talk about Beyonce.
Beyonce is a beautiful soul.
It's so bizarre. Celebrities like Megan Thee Stallion and many others. There's even a theory that Kanye West saved Taylor Swift in the moment that he went on stage, took the mic and said Beyonce had one of the best albums of all time.
But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Beyonce looked thrilled when he did that, by the way. Rewatch the tape.
One of the best videos of all time.
So back to what I was saying, there's a creepy theory about Beyonce that is spreading on TikTok like wildfire, according to which the so-called Queen Bee is the biggest fear of the music industry. It all started after the arrest of Diddy, who is very close to Beyonce's husband, Jay-Z. Theories that Diddy and Jay-Z are the bad boys of music and that those who are not with them do not end well, and then began to spread on TikTok. Tupac, Biggie, Aaliyah, Brittany Murphy, Michael Jackson, and many other celebrities who passed away unexpectedly were mentioned. And then the matter went further and Beyonce's name began to be mentioned more and more often. While Aaliyah was the princess of pop, Beyonce had to be the queen of pop. If Aaliyah hadn't passed away, no one would know about Beyonce today, was a sentence that spread on social media along with old photos of Beyonce and Aaliyah together. After that, TikTok was flooded with videos in which today's biggest celebrities in the world surprisingly always thank and mention Beyonce when receiving awards at important events. A few comments said, "Why does everyone keep bringing up Beyonce when she loses? Should they do this? Everyone is afraid of Beyonce." At the 27 Grammy Awards, Adele won Album of the Year, with Beyonce also nominated in the same category that year. During the speech when she accepted the award, Adele said that Beyonce deserved the award for her album Lemonade. She also said that she is a person that she has admired throughout her life and a source of inspiration for many performers.
We all got to see another side to you that you don't always let us see, and we appreciate that.
She broke down in tears, broke the award in half, and threw a piece of Beyonce, who was sitting in the audience. 6 years later, Beyonce again did not win a Grammy for either Song of the Year or Album of the Year categories. She was beat by Lizzo at the time, who also used her stage microphone time to thank Beyonce and praise her music through tears. When her husband Jay-Z was accepting a Grammy Award for his contribution to the music industry, he also mentioned Beyonce and the fact that she has never won a Grammy for Album of the Year, and that doesn't make sense, he said.
Most Grammys never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
In 2009, perhaps the strangest moment in the history of music industry occurred. At the MTV Video Music Awards, Kanye West interrupted the speech of Taylor Swift, who at the moment was receiving the award for Best Video by a Female Artist for the clip of the song You Belong With Me. As Taylor thanked the audience, Kanye took the stage, took the microphone, and declared that Beyonce should have received the award for her video Single Ladies, which sent weird vibes throughout the room. Later that night, after winning the second prize, Beyonce called on Taylor to finish her speech that Kanye interrupted. This, among other things, resulted in Taylor Swift and Kanye West's years-long feud, but theorists on TikTok are now claiming that this is how Kanye saved Taylor Swift's life. So many celebrities seem like they are scared to rub Beyonce the wrong way. I asked intuitive soul coach, writer, and YouTuber Cerise Fairfax what her feelings were on Beyonce and these weird rumors. What she had to say was, Destiny's Child was when we first saw Beyonce, and she just fit in with the other girls. But it was very soon after that Kelly Rowland started to shine. Her voice was better, her dance moves were better, and they actually had her kicked out of Destiny's Child because she was getting more of the attention than Beyonce. They gave her some dancing lessons, they gave her some singing lessons, and eventually she started to find herself. There's a lot of rumors spreading about Aaliyah and Aaliyah's passing. Allegedly, there have been some rumors about Jay-Z being involved. We don't know, of course, it's only alleged, but Damon Dash, who was Aaliyah's boyfriend at the time and Jay-Z's ex-partner at the time, will say for sure that something deceitful went down. Before getting on the plane, Aaliyah contacted Damon Dash and said, I don't feel comfortable getting on this plane, my intuition is telling me not to get on. He told her don't get on, but she said, you know I have to. She got on the plane and she passed away. The rest was history. Her songs to this day are amazing and she still outclasses Beyonce. There have been a lot of people who mess with Jay-Z, and it is said that Beyonce ended most of their careers. Diddy is going down, but he won't have to tell on anyone because the videos will tell everything. Jay-Z has been wanted for a while, and the Beehive is gonna see that Beyonce and Jay-Z are somewhat of a dirty little couple. The world is gonna see them for what they truly are. I don't think that they can coax the officials and the authorities into hiding their information. No amount of money is going to pay for the cleansing of the music industry. So that was Cerise Fairfax. You can follow her on YouTube or you can follow her on Instagram. Jay-Z, Diddy, and Beyonce share a long relationship based on personal and professional connections in the music industry. Jay-Z and Diddy have been friends since the early 1990s when they both rose to fame coming from similar backgrounds in New York. Their friendship spans decades and includes numerous musical collaborations and business ventures. In 1997, they collaborated on Diddy's debut album, and since then, they supported each other in public, appearing together at various events, such as Diddy's lavish 50th birthday bash in 2019. In 2003, Beyonce and Diddy recorded the song Summertime together. Although there is currently no evidence that Jay-Z and Beyonce are directly involved in the alleged cases against Diddy, there have been rumors that the situation has caused strain in their marriage. In a series of Instagram story posts recently, Foxy Brown attempted to debunk rumors that she and Jay-Z had a relationship when she was underage. Foxy initially posted and addressed a screenshot of a tweet alleging that Jay-Z made her sign an NDA, among other things, calling it fake news. She then posted a screenshot of a YouTube video saying she's breaking her silence about Jay-Z and references one of her IG stories where she tells someone, my story will shock you to your core. I don't play victim, but I had to step away for a minute for my sanity or I would have passed away, in response to a fan giving her positive words. The rumors about their relationship started when Nas mentioned their alleged relationship on 2001's diss song Ether. The rumors have ramped up on social media since Diddy was arrested.
These are some surprising facts about Beyonce. Her connection with P Diddy. Beyonce is currently facing online backlash over her association with P Diddy, as he's been hit with some serious charges. For decades, Diddy has been a central figure in pop culture, known not only for his successful music career, but also for his larger-than-life personality and infamous party. Given his A-list status since the 1990s, he has naturally rubbed shoulders with other high-profile stars, including Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't motherfucking great. And this Jay-Z is great.
Jay-Z has long been a part of Diddy's inner circle, and this connection has piqued the curiosity of many online sleuths. Speculation about the nature of Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship with Diddy has intensified, leading to an influx of questions on Beyonce's social media. Recently, her Instagram was flooded with comments demanding answers about her connection to Diddy. Users posted anything from memes and gifs to direct accusations. One commenter bluntly asked, "How can you admire someone involved in disturbing things?" While another insisted, "We want the truth," in all caps. More superstitious social media users took things further, suggesting that Beyonce might regret her association with Diddy, especially now that his alleged acts are coming to light. One person accused her of selling her soul, stating, "Selling your soul wasn't worth it, was it? What goes up must come down." Others directed their criticism at Jay-Z, with one comment reading, "I can't wait to see Jay-Z go down for everyone he's wrong." Despite the uproar, neither Beyonce nor Jay-Z were mentioned in Diddy's recently unsealed 14-page indictment, and neither has been charged or arrested in connection with his legal troubles. Beyonce is a strong supporter of women's rights and empowerment. She has often used her platform to uplift women and advocate for equality. Songs like Run the World, Girls, and Flawless celebrate female strength and resilience, encouraging women to embrace their power and strive for their dreams. She has also collaborated with organizations that promote education and health for women and girls around the world, demonstrating her commitment to creating positive change. Beyonce's influence extends to her philanthropic efforts, where she supports initiatives aimed at empowering women in various sectors, reinforcing the idea that female empowerment is a crucial part of her legacy. Beyonce is known for her love of family, and this is reflected in her music. Her husband Jay-Z and their 3 children often inspire her work. She has openly shared the struggles and joys of motherhood in her song, particularly in her album Lemonade, which delves into her experiences with marriage and family life. Beyonce has made it clear that her family is her priority, and her personal experiences significantly influence her artistry. The couple often collaborates, creating powerful music that addresses their relationship dynamics, challenges, and triumph, which resonates with many fans who appreciate their authenticity. Did you know that Beyonce is also a skilled actress? Although she is primarily known for her music, she has appeared in several films, including Dreamgirls and The Lion King. In Dreamgirls, her performance earned her critical acclaim and demonstrated her versatility as a performer. Moreover, she voiced Nala in the live-action adaptation of The Lion King, showcasing her talent in yet another medium. Her ability to transition between music and film has proven her adaptability and broadened her appeal to diverse audiences. In addition to her acting roles, Beyonce has also produced films that highlight stories important to her, such as the 2020 visual album Black is King, which celebrates Black culture and heritage. Beyonce is a proud advocate for social justice and empowerment. She has used her platform to address issues like gender equality, racial injustice, and police brutality, and problems with police. Through her music, philanthropic efforts, and public appearances, she has championed causes that resonate with many, encouraging her fans to become more socially aware and engaged. Her 2016 Super Bowl performance, which honored the Black Panthers and the Black Lives Matter movement, showcased her commitment to these issues. Moreover, Beyonce has been involved in numerous charitable initiatives, including the Be Good campaign, which focuses on giving back to communities and supporting various social causes. Beyonce's artistic vision extends beyond music. She is a savvy businesswoman as well. In 2015, she launched her own production company called Parkwood Entertainment, which has produced not only her music but also films, fashion, and even a documentary about her life and career. This move demonstrates her desire to have creative control over her projects and to shape her own narrative in the entertainment industry. Additionally, her investments in various ventures, including fashion and beauty, reflect her understanding of branding and marketing, making her one of the wealthiest self-made women in the world. Beyonce is also known for her incredible work ethic and dedication to her craft. She reportedly spends over 12 hours a day perfecting her performances, including rehearsals, vocal training, and choreography. Her commitment to excellence is evident in her elaborate concerts, where she seamlessly blends singing, dancing, and visual artistry. This dedication has set her apart in an industry that demands constant evolution and reinvention. Her iconic Coachella performance in 2018, dubbed Baychella, showcased not just her singing, but her ability to connect with her roots and honor Black culture, further solidifying her status as a cultural icon. Beyonce's connection to Barack Obama. In 2012, she performed the national anthem at his second inauguration. But what many don't realize is that she and Obama share a personal bond. Obama has publicly praised her work and influence, even describing her as a role model for the next generation. This relationship underscores Beyonce's cultural impact beyond music. She has used her platform to advocate for issues such as education and healthcare, aligning her values with initiatives supported by the former president. Beyonce's rise to fame is often associated with her time in Destiny's Child, one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. time. However, the group underwent significant changes before finding its ultimate lineup. Originally formed in 1990, Destiny's Child faced multiple member changes and a series of setbacks before stabilizing with Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams. This resilience shaped their identity and ultimately led to their massive success in the early 2000s. The trio's harmonious blend of talent, coupled with powerful anthems, helped them break records and set new standards for female groups. She began her career at a very young age, performing in a girl group called Girls Time when she was just 7 years old. This early start set the stage for her future success, leading her to audition for Star Search, a popular talent show of the 90s. Although they didn't win, the experience provided invaluable lessons that would serve her well later in life. Those formative years were crucial as they not only honed her talent, but also shaped her understanding of the music industry, which would become essential for her later achievements.